Welcome back to another episode of The Kempire here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Hold on one second. Let me just make sure of something. If you haven't liked the video already, guys, be sure to like the video. This is our weekly recap. And look, I'm going to make this a subscribers only live chat. Yes. Let's make this a subscribers only live chat. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. It's worth it. You're getting daily and consistent content here on the channel. And if you missed it already, we posted about Rihanna being pregnant. We also talked about, unfortunately, the untimely death of Chesley Christ. Be sure to check that out as well. Even some of our favorites like Kenya Moore are weighing in on that tragic loss. So be sure to check that out. And if you haven't voted in our YouTube channel poll, be sure to vote. The question for today is, did Lisa Barlow overreact? And at 52% so far, you guys are saying, yeah, she always does too much. You will have an opportunity to call in and share your thoughts. But you know what we like to do here. If you're new to the channel, we love to play music, up and coming artists, all that good stuff. This is True Genesis with Back and Forth. And we're going to get back and forth with some hot topics. And of course, the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City recap.
This up like you always do. You want me back, but I'm too with you. You say I'm so sorry, didn't mean to. You still love me, tell me, girl, can we work this out? And I know nothing's changed, still the same. I'm so done and I'm tired of this back and forth. Now you're in my head and in my bed, telling me it's over 'cause I'm not enough. You need more than my love as I watch you walk away. But tomorrow you'll say, I'm so sorry, didn't mean to. You still love me, tell me, girl, can we work this out? And I know nothing's changed, still the same. I'm so done and I'm tired of this back and forth. But tomorrow you'll say, I'm so sorry, didn't mean to. You still love me, tell me, girl, can we work this out? But I know nothing's changed, still the same. I'm so done and I'm tired of this back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth.
Woo! Guys, welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. This is our weekly recap of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. As you know, we are rounding out the season, and I believe next week is the season finale. If not, damn it, why not? It feels at this point they're dragging out the season. And look, I feel like the season really began with Jen Shah's arrest, and it wasn't because of Jen Shah's arrest. It just felt like that's where everything else started picking up. This week, I have mixed feelings about all the ladies. You know, I'm never team anyone, but I'm like, I have to feel strongly in some certain form. At this point, I'm like, all of you, shut up. All right, I'm sorry. Before we get into some Real Housewives of Salt Lake City news, as always, be sure to like the video if you haven't liked it already. Be sure to show some love to our Team Kempire and Royal Court members. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, head on over to TeamKempire.com. Join our texting community at TextKempire.com as well. Hold on, let me just post that up here so you guys can see it. Here we are. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. All right. Oh, yeah. Shout out to LVP. Heard she was thrown off a horse and broke her leg. Oof. didn't even know she was still riding horses like that. But my goodness. So shout out to LVP. Goodness. But speaking of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, we got to talk about this woman. As you know, I did a story over the weekend talking about, a lot of people were saying, oh my gosh, her case was dismissed. Erika is free and clear. And I said, let me just double check on this because, nothing is just because it's People Magazine or because it's Us Weekly doesn't make them official. Okay. So a lot of people were running with the news that Erika Jayne's case, her involvement in Tom Girardi's embezzlement and fraud case, she was dismissed. It was only dismissed in the jurisdiction. We've heard from Jade Edelson that it will be refiled in California. If you missed that story, be sure to check that out. But then we got another story just before I came live. And I don't know how to feel about this because I'm just like, who told you that? Who said that? Where is the gift for when I need that? My goodness. We got to talk about this. So the girls at The Real were talking about Erika Jayne, and Garcelle, let me show you so you guys can see me. Garcelle had celebrated her birthday on the show. We will see it when the show premieres. They're saying possibly in March. I know there was a lot of back and forth between the ladies of what went down in Aspen. I really didn't care. We will watch it and recap it when it happens in real time. At this point, I'm like, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. Did the victims get their money yet, Erika? So apparently, Erika Jayne believes that people of color, Black people, are the ones that believes her the most. Oh, it didn't come from me. It didn't come from me. Apparently, Erika Jayne made this statement to Lonnie and Adrian at Garcelle's birthday party. This is what they revealed during an episode of The Real. And and they talked all about what went down at, their thoughts on her giving back these, $750,000 earrings. And look, I've said this at the top of everything. I understand legally it's not feasible for Erika Jayne to unload her entire closet and just give it to the victims. I understand legally it doesn't work that way. Let's just be clear on that. So that whole narrative, we understand that. But at the same time, would I be wearing all that stuff? Flaunting it on a television show? Probably not. Which she has. Those $750,000 earrings have been seen in the public recently. We hear from, according to Erika Jayne's attorney, she's going to be turning that over to a third party, which entails what we're going to talk about when it comes to Meredith accepting that gift from Jen Shah right before she was saying she doesn't want to attend the dinner. We're going to talk all about it. I don't want to jump around. Let's stay focused. So apparently, EJ thinks people of color, Black people, believe her the most. This is what they said. Take a listen to what Lonnie and Adrian were saying on The Real earlier today.
And you wouldn't get the joy out of wearing them.
No.
You remember when we went to Garcelle's birthday party?
Yeah.
And she came over to me and you?
Yeah.
And was trying to talk to us, and we were like this.
I mean, I was trying to hear her out because you always want to hear someone out.
Yeah. But I just felt like,
you didn't want to hear anything, so you wouldn't
I was just like, first of all,
anything.
I'm on camera, and you like, you coming over here, and she was like, the people that believe me the most.
She did.
And I was like,
she actually pointed at her own skin and said they are not.
Yeah, yeah, that's what she said.
She was like, those are the people that are against me, and the ones that are riding with me are the people that look like us.
And I was like, oh, here we go.
But she did make a few good points, and what she was saying at that time was that she really had no idea. But my thing is, now that you do have an idea, you need to rectify the situation.
Yeah.
She was genuinely saying that in a lot of situations, and we grew up with people in the...
Look, so what you couldn't see, and I can't show it to you because, copyright. What you couldn't see was Adrian saying the people that look like her, Erika Jayne, don't believe her. Has she not watched our videos? I don't know. First of all, why would you even say something like that? Thinking, oh, let me go over to these girls. They're going to have my back because apparently people of color always have my back from stealing from victims. Hell no. What is wrong with you, Erika Jayne? I haven't met, no, I have. I met one black person that believes her. I'm not going to call them out, but I have met one black person that believes her. But I'm not the one. I haven't believed. Look, do I believe that Erika Jayne was in on it when it comes to the whole scam for years with Tom Girardi? Not necessarily. Do I believe that she put this divorce together in order to save her own tail? Yeah. Uh-huh. But just it was so cringy to even hear that she would go up to these women of color and be like, you know who believes me? Not my, it's y'all. So let's be girlfriends. No, girl, let's not. Let's not be girlfriends. That is so strange. Erika, just because I know you watch. Erika, just know I don't believe you. Anyways. Exactly. Darren says wrong road. Tyrus Tria says she knew. I have yet to meet. I've yet to meet these people. I know the type of people that really believe Erika Jayne, but I'm not going to say who. Read my face. All right. I want to say thank you, Johnny, so much for the super chat. Mary was giving with Jennie, and the other ladies adore it. We're going to talk about it. Gen X, thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Obi, thank you so much for the super chat. Obi says, you're still eating candy. You live at Taco Bell. You raised your kids at Taco Bell. Who does that? Your kids, yourself, and husband need nutrients. The love of fast food just shows she has no depth. Mary Cosby. I mean, I do get a little concerned for Lisa and her health, because I know she loves junk food. And look, I love a cookie. Look, I don't know if I want to say I love fast food. I eat fast food. I'm not going to be saying, oh, I don't eat fast food. But her love of it, I am a little concerned for her health. So Mary Cosby pointing that out, I was like, I mean, she's not lying. She's not really lying. But as I said to you before, if you're just joining us, we're talking about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I had to give you a little bit of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in that story, because I literally saw that video right before coming on live. And I said, who in the hell believes Erika Jayne within my community? I've yet to meet them. So let's talk about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. As you know, this is the second to last episode. If you missed it over the weekend, I posted a video talking about the hot mic moment from Lisa Barlow. And at the end of that hot mic moment, Lisa is like, oh, let me throw my mic at you guys. Here, you can have your mic back. I feel like there's something missing from that situation that, I mean, I get Lisa being frustrated with Meredith, because Meredith clearly is being hypocritical when dealing with Mary Cosby. I don't know why. I don't know if Mary Cosby has a spell on her. I don't know if Mary Cosby has anything over her head. But that hot mic moment, she went in. It was just like, wow, you've been holding that in. And I think that's how she really feels about Meredith. And according to Watch What Happens Live, Andy says that they saw that episode right before the reunion. So Meredith goes in hot, talking about what Lisa says. And according to Meredith, Lisa was like, well, I heard you had said my house was ugly. Lisa, come on. You got to do better than that. That's no excuse to go in on her marriage, on her financial situation. And I have to give it to Meredith on Watch What Happens Live. She really went there and answered the question. She didn't hold back. She didn't stutter. I mean, she could have practiced it, but I have to give her credit. She was like, well, this is why Seth has switched so many jobs, because of the field of work that he's in. And I don't like to talk about money when it comes to our financial situation. We're empty nesters who are still trying to figure out what we want to do with our home. But I've told you guys before, what Lisa said to us in that hot mic moment wasn't anything new to me, because I've been telling you guys from the beginning, something is not fresh about Meredith. Something's not real about Meredith. Obi, thank you so much for the super chat. Obi says, I'm actually having a great time with Heather and Whitney. Who would have thought Zion would be sunny skies and no chance of bad weather? Lisa Barlow. Yeah, they've turned a corner, this friendship. And I said on my Twitter, guys, if you're not following me on Twitter, you should, because I live tweet sometimes when I'm watching these shows. And I said, look, I understand why people don't like Whitney and Heather, because they are literally stirring the pot this season. They are literally trying to pull things out of people, but they're little producers. If they didn't, the season probably would suck. The season probably would suck. We thank you so much, Obi, again. As you know, last week we were on the fence about covering Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, but I have to tell you, watching Jennie Nguyen, especially after that terrible IG live that she did with that propped up black man, Michael, it's even harder because she leaned into making excuses and lying and saying it was her social media manager, but she's taking ownership. Jennie Nguyen, first of all, you lied in your apology, and then you went on IG Live and said nothing, but justified being a Republican. No one cared that you were a Republican. People cared that you were reposting anti-Black sentiments, and you said it was your social media manager. If that was your social media manager reposting things instead of creating actual original content on your social media, you should have fired them a long time ago. Your social media manager shouldn't be reposting. But we already know the truth. And I know so many of you tagged me, and I appreciate you guys tagging me in that video of their social media manager saying that she lied. We knew she lied. She is a liar. She lied in her apology, and she lied again in her IG Live. We knew that. Nothing that social media manager could have said would have made me be like, oh my God, this is shocking. This is new news. We knew she lied. Thank you for telling us nothing. All right, I'm getting angry at the wrong person. I'm sorry. But a lot of people start clout chasing and they want relevancy. I don't care. I don't care about Jennie Nguyen. I can't wait for her to be gone from this season. Damn, I'm going in. Let me take a sip. Thank you, Obi. Obi, you don't got to throw money at us right now. Thank you so much. Obi says, Mary, because you don't have one. Heather, you think I'm under the impression that I have a husband? F you. Who's your husband? Your step granddaddy. Okay. Obi apparently wants us to relive every episode because he wrote them down. Thank you, Obi. Wonderful days. Thank you so much for the super chat. I don't believe Lisa eats a lot of fast food. She just wants to make other women jealous that she can eat whatever she wants and stay skinny. You think that's what it is? Ooh. Oof. Jola says, yeah, I need her off my screen ASAP. Yeah, I need her off the screen. I can't with Jennie right now. And I know all of you called it, though. All of you called it. I'm a straight shooter. I can tell you, I didn't see it. I didn't see what you guys were talking about originally. I was like, oh, really? You called it about Jennie a long time ago. Melinda, thank you so much for the super chat. I think Whitney's intentionally keeping drama going to keep the heat off her husband. What do you think? If you don't know the story about Whitney's husband, I also did an extensive video talk. I'm not just promoting. It's so much information, guys, that it's worth going back and watching the video because I explained to you what he's being accused of. Her husband also involved allegedly in some sort of LMM scam. Okay. So I think it's partially that, but I also think because she doesn't have much of a storyline, she's trying to get involved in the storyline. And that's part of the reason why they're bringing her and Heather back. So, Melinda, thank you so much for the super chat. And people do agree with you. See, look. Guys, if you're just joining us, this is, of course, our weekly recap of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. Let's get to 350 likes, and I will post the call-in link so you guys can weigh in on this week's episode. They are still in Zion, and I jumped all over the place. But let's start at the top. So the ladies, the previous episode had a night of drinking. So they're all, a little hungover. I'm not a drinker, so I can't relate. But they all separate and do three different things with certain people. So Mary, Meredith, and Jennie go to the spa. I feel like this was the second. This was a second reality show I watched this weekend that they went to a spa, and I'm like, damn it, I need to go to a spa. But Omicron, damn it. Omicron. There we go. So they go to a spa. Heather and Lisa go horseback riding, which we got very little of. But the bigger conversation is about their shared collective wondering what is really going on with Meredith, and did she really go to her father's memorial? I don't understand why they're questioning that. Meredith did take to social media and posted her literal receipt for the memorial. Did I post that here? Do I have it here? Oh, I do. Let me bring it up. She literally posted the receipt to the memorial. I believe Meredith and her. I mean, even if it's not necessarily 100% true, her father's gone. Why even associate or make a storyline out of her father's memorial and death? It's very tacky. Chocolate chunks. I'm so ready for a spa too. Exactly. Let me just say thank you, Melinda. I'm sorry. My goodness, you guys. Here's your shimmy, Melinda. Thank you so much for the super chat. So she literally posted the receipt. As you can see here, she's like, repulsive as it is, some still are commenting that I faked a memorial. I'm not the fake of the group. I mean, she's right. There are quite a few women that are fake on this show. Who's the realist? Probably Heather might be the realist, honestly. And I know how y'all feel about Heather, but she might be the realist in comparison to the other ladies, okay? She says, I am not the fake of the group. I answered the question the first night asked at the white party. I went to Aspen on March 28th, had the memorial on March 29th, and left for Vail that evening. Receipt below for my hotel. She had the receipt, literal receipt. She says, for those of you who have kindly expressed your condolences for my loss, thank you for your kindness and compassion. Sending love to you, Meredith, because I know you watch. Look, as I said to you before, this week, there is no one that I'm like, yes, this person's right. Yes, I do believe Meredith could have been a better friend to Lisa. I do. And that's no defense of Lisa either, because I feel like Lisa was wishy-washy last season too, because all of a sudden you want to defend Jen against your friend Meredith? And that whole situation that was going on with Brooks? That was weird too. Your friend of 10 years. But nothing that Lisa said on that hot mic moment, I saw it being true. Everything she said was true. Meredith denies having 10 boyfriends. She says she's been honest about dating other people. Both her and Seth have dated other people when they were on a break, but she denies any of that. Do I think that was really a hot mic moment with Lisa? No, Lisa knows what she's doing. Lisa likes to stir the pot. Lisa's a little producer in herself. She knew what she was doing, because at the end she throws her mic because she knows what she's doing. She's like, oh, done. You got what you needed. Here you go. Okay. And for those of you that don't remember what she said, should I read it again? I'm not going to literally curse the words, because I don't curse like that. I got to be very upset. And apparently Lisa was very upset. I don't curse like this. I wish I could really do a Lisa accent. I really can't. I can't be that vapid. I can't be that vapid. She's like, okay, it's no longer allegedly. This is no longer alleged. We saw it for ourselves. Meredith can go F herself. I'm done with her because I'm not an effing whore and I don't cheat on my husband. Her and her. Wait, hold on. I got to pull up the other thing. Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Woo, gee. She said, Meredith can go F herself. I'm done with her because I'm not an effing whore and I don't cheat on my husband. Allegedly. Her and her dumb effing family that poses. Why she had to bring Brooks in it? Why don't you own a house? Oh, wait, you can't because your husband changes jobs every 5 minutes. Meredith is a piece of effing ish. I had your back and I'm offended by that. F you. That effing piece of ish garbage whore. Damn. I effing hate her. She's a whore. She effed half of New York. She can go F herself. Do you guys believe that Meredith effed half of New York? If you are part of that half and you are in New York, reach out to me. Look, reach out to me with receipts. Someone coming at me with like, oh yeah, I slept with Meredith, Harry Dubin. She says she knows Harry Dubin though, but they've never slept together. Meredith. I wouldn't be surprised if Harry has tried though. Don't do it, Meredith. You don't want to be a part of that lineup. Someone said at least a third. Not half, but some, yeah. It's okay, though. Okay, some people don't believe it. At least a third. I can't. How in the hell I get to the hot mic moment? That's not till later in the episode. If you guys had to rate this episode from 1 to 10, 1 being it was a trash episode, they need to revamp this entire cast. And 10, this is stellar. Where's Mary Cosby? So the ladies go on their 3 separate adventures, and it seems as if the other ladies, meaning Heather, Whitney, Lisa, and Jen Shah, they're all discussing Meredith and the reality of that memorial. As I said to you before, Meredith has gone on social media to address that and post actual receipts. Oh, wow. Look at you guys. Wow. Bravo. Do you see this? They are impressed. Joe says, no, I don't believe it. Okay. Wow. These are very good ratings, y'all. Hashtag love Mary. Wonderful Day says, Seth is creepy. I might have slept with half of New York too if I was married to him. Oh my gosh. Oh my Lord. Okay. Harry Dubin is someone that Sonia Morgan or Luann slept with on. Oh yes. For those that didn't know. For those that didn't know who Harry Dubin is. Okay. Oh wait. Okay. We go with the gymnastic numbers. 8 for Mary. Okay. Based on these numbers, this is really good. This is really good. Bravo should be very happy with the ladies, and maybe they should pay them a lot more than they have been paying them. Check that video. Based on what we're hearing, they only got paid what, $6,000 per episode this past season, maybe $9,000 for next season. Might be need to give them at least 10. Bravo production. Just saying. Okay. Wow. Look at these numbers. Exactly. G-Mom up 4 says, love them all except the racists. Yeah, the one we no longer want to talk about. Thank God thank God this happened towards the end of the season, because God forbid we would have to deal with Jennie. Damn it. Do you think the timing of this was strategic? Who do you think leaked all this information? Matt says, oh Lord, not bro. Harry is plowing some fields. He needs to stop. Harry is a senior citizen at this point, and I'm not being ageist. He is. How old is Harry Dubin? He needs to stop. What, has he ever been married? He didn't marry Aviva, right? Or did he marry Aviva? I can't remember. I know they have a son together. I don't know if they ever got married, though. Guys, if you just joined us, I don't know how we got into Roni. Let's focus. So all the ladies on their separate adventures, the ATVing, they came back with the dirty faces. I was like, what is happening here? Jen Shah, look, I know some people might be falling for your little act of who called the feds. We all know that Meredith and Mary Cosby did not call the feds on you. And you know that too, because you know that they've been investigating you for a while. And people associated with you. I'll say allegedly. Of course, her legal battle is going to be part of season 3, which they've already started filming in Salt Lake City. If you missed it, I talked a little bit about this, that they were seen filming in front of Mary's now boarded up church. But as you know, Mary Cosby did not attend the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion, and she's not slated to return this season. She has not filmed anything. Harry is 52. Oh, Harry, you need to moisturize. That's a hard 52. I'm sorry. Exactly. Harry is. That's a lie. Please, someone get it. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Harry Dubin, 52. You're lying. You're lying. I cannot believe that. Kelly says Jen Shah is the best actor of all the ladies. That's because she's used to doing it. Jen, we appreciate your post out against Jennie Nguyen, but as I did in my video before this, I said to you, I still am watching you. Lay off the liquor. Okay. Wait, hold on. Hey, Krista. Krista said he's 65. That's more like it. Because I'm just like, that doesn't make any kind of sense. That doesn't make any kind of sense. But even at 65, he's looking like a good 70. All right, let's move on. Oh, goodness. Okay, let me focus. Let me stay on my notes. So Meredith, Jennie, and Mary go to the spa. Okay, nothing to tell here, but all of you, I know you were thinking it. Why does Jennie always have to say something about Mary? Mary is getting a massage. You know, typically, when you get a massage, you take off your clothing. But there are some people that won't. They'll strip down just to like their underclothing. Some people are not comfortable with getting a massage naked. But Jennie might not understand that. Or she just feels the need to say something about Mary. And I get it. They're not friends. And Mary makes it very clear and known when they go and they have a seat. And then, of course, Jennie wants to bring up the whole sister wife storyline and that she told Butterface. That was her words, not mine. But when they cued to that scene with Butterface, I said, someone in my TikTok chat says Mary leaked the information. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Bravo leaked the information, honestly, at this point. It wouldn't be surprising. So they're sitting, they're having a conversation. Jennie's talking about her fake storyline that we never believed in. We believed your niece anyways. But then Jennie asked Mary about, have you spoken to Robert? She's like, yes, she did. And then Meredith asked her a question, how's he doing? And then she's like, I don't want to talk about Robert in front of her. I don't know what it is that Mary doesn't like about Jennie. Look, we didn't know about the posts at this point. But maybe she sensed something. Some of you believe that Mary sensed something about Jennie Nguyen. I don't know. Or maybe she just didn't like her. Mary doesn't like a lot of people. Just saying. You guys are still talking about Harry Dubin being 52. He's not 52. Just saying. Maiden Asia says, Mary don't like Robert Sr. I think she just didn't want to talk about Robert Sr. on camera. And I think she used Jennie Nguyen as an excuse to be like, I don't want to talk about it. Le Brubel. There we go. Brunbel. Butterface not wanting to go to therapy was strange to me storyline. I mean, that wasn't strange to me, but I felt like that whole sister wife storyline, him wanting her to have a baby after she had 9 miscarriages. Did she really have 9 miscarriages? Now everything about her, it seems like a fraud. Now I'm like, is that true? Or was that a storyline? Y'all know I felt so bad for her. I was like, why would he even put her in that position if you know as a doctor that she went through all of that? But now I can't believe a word that comes out of her mouth. She lied in her apology, and then she propped up that black man during her IG live and lied some more. Everything about Jennie Nguyen it seems fraudulent. Can we not talk about her anymore? Okay. We will talk a little bit more about her in just a second. We'll talk more about her in just a second. So Mary ends up walking away because she's like, I don't want to talk about my life in front of this woman. I don't want to talk about her in front of, in front of this woman. I don't blame her. Let me get to a couple of these super chats I missed. Audra, thank you. Audra's on it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, today is not the day I was expecting to hear about Harry's crusty eggplant emoji here. Ick. I miss him the least. Love your Lisa impression. It's a bad one though, y'all. I wish, like in my head, I can hear my Lisa impression, but I could not execute it. But thank you. Jamaican Barbie, thank you so much for the super chat. Heather and Whitney are problematic. I don't know what it is about Heather and Whitney these last couple of episodes. I'm just kind of I know they're stirring the pot, and I know it's for us, but I'm just like, I don't know. Kempire gave a share. It was great. Yes, Joette, we talked about that earlier. Did you just join us? We did say that. We were sending our prayers to LVP. She got into she was riding her horse. I'm assuming it was her horse, and broke her leg. Oof. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. That is just, oof. So sending love to LVP. Okay. Can we just skip ahead? Yeah, let's skip ahead, y'all. Let's skip ahead, because the biggest part of this episode was the Cinco de Mayo, Cinco de Mayhem party that Jen Shah was throwing. But before they even go to the party, Meredith goes to Whitney's room and is like, I don't want to attend this party because the feds say that she doesn't have any assets. How is she paying for this? Whitney's like, I didn't think about that. Neither did any of us think about that. I didn't think about that because we kind of know, none of them are paying for this. It's probably Bravo paying for this. But here we are. Meredith just always knows how to start something where there's nothing that needs to be started. But she has accepted you remember she went shopping with Stu Chains to get the chains. Look, to get the chains. Wait, where's my chain? Oh, I didn't put my chain on. It was a beautiful idea. It was a beautiful moment. But Meredith, and I get why Meredith in the moment wasn't going to call Jen out, because they were in a better place at this point. But she felt uncomfortable. According to her on Watch What Happens Live, she has put that necklace with a third party after all of the legal situation is handled. And if there's any sort of money that needs to be paid back, she will give it back. This is what she says. And I was like, all right, Meredith. All right. But at the dinner, it turns really sour because everybody seems to be against Mary Cosby. Mary Cosby doesn't see it for Jenny. Heather wants to have Jenny's back because she's sitting right there. And I have to say, I watched the after show, and when Mary Cosby explained it, she was just sort of like, I think her exact words were in regards to why she said what she said to Heather. But to me, it made sense. It was the very first time that Mary Cosby said something that made sense to me. And I was just like, well, that makes sense why she would say something like that. In regards to, the husband's not being there. I don't believe her intention was, oh, you don't have a husband, but that's the way that Heather took it. And Heather said she was taking a stand for all of the single mothers out there. Okay. All right. But look, I understand exactly why Mary Cosby took to social media when she did. It was a few months ago, and was calling out Heather. It was because of this fight that they had. But they've had a couple of fights during the season. But she doesn't understand why Mary Cosby is being so mean to Jenny. I wonder if she understands now. No, I'm joking. I wonder if she understands now. It's a Small World says she's not a single mother. I mean, technically she is. Look, she's divorced. We know that her husband had, money. We know her husband had money. Now Harry was born, and y'all are still on the Harry Dubin situation. I can't right now with this. I can't. That's a whole other conversation. So Mary is fighting with Jenny. Mary is fighting with Heather. Mary then starts fighting with Whitney, because Whitney says to Mary, "You're supposed to be a woman of God." Well, first of all, Mary says, "I'm going to go in because she's cold." And then Whitney asks her, "Can you bring us back some blankets?" She's like, "No." She's like, "I thought this was a lady of service." And then she calls her out later in the conversation, and she's like, "Mary, how are you a woman of God and you're speaking this way to us?" Mary says in her justification, I can't remember if this was in the after show, or it probably was the after show, where Mary was like, "Why? I can't defend myself?" And I have said that multiple times. You can be a spiritual person, does not mean that you don't have your moments where you will clap back. And a lot of people think, oh, because, myself or someone that's spiritual will, talk, a certain type of way that when it comes down to it, that we can't get gully with it. Some people in my TikTok chat said Meredith is shady. I think Meredith is shady. I've been saying that, though. I've been saying that. Nora Arana says, I'm with Mary. KK says, Heather is a single mother. Lorianne says, sorry, Heather and Whitney, doing too much. I don't like Mary either, but she needs to defend herself. And that's the thing. I get what Mary's saying in regards to, yeah, I might be God at my church, but that doesn't mean I can't defend myself. But Mary, you could have brought the blankets back. Look, you could have brought the blankets. Everybody might be cold. But according to Whitney was like, she's not cold. So why do you care about blankets? There was a lot of back and forth amongst the ladies, even a back and forth between Lisa and Jen, because Jen was like, were you a good friend to me? And Lisa's like, yes, I was a good friend to you. And Jen is talking specifically about what was happening when she got arrested, and Lisa wasn't there for her. But Lisa's like, why are you making this now about me? Because Jen understands the assignment and she wants to stir the pot so she can have a moment for the camera. But then she's like, I gotta pee. She hightails it out of there. And then Mary is going back and forth with all the ladies. And then she starts going back and forth with Mary Cosby, and Lisa start going back and forth about her church. And Mary's like, my church members don't even like you. Lisa's like, you don't even have a church anymore. Fast forward to today where the church is boarded up. Okay. And as you know, Lisa has cited YouTubers here on social media that have interviewed her family. And as I said to you before, I don't believe any of the family members, to be honest with you. Not one of them is trustworthy. Not one of them. I don't believe any of them. I don't believe Mary's mama. I don't believe Uncle Ernie. I don't believe Dan. All right, I might believe Dan a little bit more than anyone else. I don't believe Robert Sr. Sidebar, what is wrong with Mary's son? So he a little... Why was he urinating while he was on the phone with his mother? Mary, I blame you. That's lack of home training. Why would he do that? Look, why would he do that? With the back and forth between Mary and Lisa, Mary calls out Lisa for eating candy and always eating Taco Bell and things like that. She's like, oh my God, I love Taco Bell. Okay. All right. I'm not a big advocate for fast food, but I'm not against fast food either. But the way that she eats it and encourages her children to eat it, I'm a little concerned for their health. I'm just concerned for their health. I'm not judging y'all, but I'm a little concerned for your health, Lisa. Just saying. But because of what's going on at the table, Lisa says to Meredith, like, you see what she's doing here? Are you going to say anything? And Meredith is like, I don't want to get involved. Now she wants a Taco Bell sponsorship. She probably will get one at this point, but I don't want to see that. She's not going to make me want to eat Taco Bell. Just saying. And that's when we have that hot mic moment where Lisa is just... I feel like we missed something there because it just seemed for Lisa to be so dramatic. And then I know we call it a hot mic moment, but Lisa knew what she was doing. Lisa was fully aware of what she was doing. That's why she's like, oh, take your mic. Here, you can have your mic back. She was like, all right, take all of that. So I'm sure this new season 3 of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, is going to be a battle between Lisa and Meredith. And honestly, I don't know if I'm here for that battle. I just don't feel like that's going to be TV worthy. But, you know, I could be wrong. As I said to you before, Mary Cosby more than likely will not be back for this new season of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. They really had some magic with the Housewives that they did have. And although I don't believe Jen Shah will be back because she might be serving time, she did look beautiful, though. She did look really nice here, Jen Shah. She did look nice. Come on, give her credit. Enjoy the glam while you can. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Rosemary. Show love to the moderators, guys, as always. Let's get to 350 likes, and I will drop the call-in link for you guys to call in and share your thoughts. This is our weekly recap of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. If you are watching the replay of this, I want to know how you would rate the episode. I want to know what you thought of their Cinco de Mayo festivities. Do you believe that Jen Shah actually paid for it with illegal money? I mean, I have to say, if it really was Jen Shah paying for this whole situation, I might be a little concerned too, but I'm like, I'm filming a TV show. You go get Bravo. You go get Bravo with that. But the gift, I don't know what I would have done with that gift. Because, you know, we get on Erika Jayne, literally at the top of this, about accepting these gifts, knowing that maybe, not maybe, we already proved that it's been proven in court that Tom Girardi stole from his clients. We don't know for sure for Jen Shah. I don't know if I would accept it, but I think because she didn't want to rock the boat, because her and Jen finally were in a good place. But Jen said when she was talking with Whitney during their excursion, 1 minute I think I'm in a good place with her, and the next minute she's like, it's something else, which I agree, because we all thought they were in a better place. They had that whole housewife sit down with Meredith and Brooks and Jen. So we were shocked to see the whole private eye situation of it all. Let me just say thank you. We got a couple of super chats. Melinda, thank you so much for the super chat. Wait, Melinda likes a shimmy. Let me shimmy. Melinda says, I hate how mad everyone got when Mary said she didn't like Jennie. Don't ask questions if you don't want honest answers. Such a good point. That's such a good point. But I also think they wanted to have an understanding of, did she do something? Maybe that's what it was. Maybe they wanted to have a better understanding of why she didn't like Jennie, because she really wasn't saying exactly why. Obi, thank you so much for the super chat. Obi says, say what you want. Meredith is the ultimate housewife on Salt Lake City. Never stirs the pot. When she engages, shuts it down. Never been caught in a lie. She is loyal. Private jet for a trip, and private investigator on a whole cast production. I mean, when you put it that way, I don't know. Guys, we're almost at 350 likes. We have almost 900 people in the building for our Real Housewives of Salt Lake City recap. Guys, the season's almost over. How did you feel about the season overall? This is only Salt Lake City's second season. I've been such a big advocate for people to watch this show more than the other cities besides the staples. Even Dallas wasn't that great. I feel like with Salt Lake City, we were getting so much, and I'm so glad that Bravo finally decided to fire Jennie Nguyen, because it's been hard watching her this past week. It's been hard. Let me say thank you, Jamaican Barbie. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm confused as to why Black women cannot have legitimate anger and choose not to be friends with someone. It's the audacity for me. Well, look, let me see. Exactly. Foxy says Salt Lake City are bringing the fire. Kristen says Meredith thinks she's a supervillain. Meredith scared me that morning when she woke up and she was screaming all the ladies. I was like, what is happening here? But part of me can't blame Meredith, because they're insinuating that she was lying about her father's memorial, and I think she feels very like that's a low down. Why are you bringing up my family? Just saying. Just saying. Perry, thank you so much for the super chat. Perry says she still can't dress with all those feathers. Snooze on Meredith. She really can't dress, and even her look on Watch What Happens Live, I was like, boring. Just saying. Tralalala D says, I check Meredith so badly if I was on the show. I feel like that's one of the things that we don't get in Salt Lake City that we will get like in the Real Housewives of Potomac or the Real Housewives of Atlanta, a good read down. Like I need a good read down. And we don't necessarily get that in Salt Lake City. We don't really get that. I disengage her real well. Who knows? You know they're looking for new housewives. So if you want to move to Salt Lake City, so there's always that possibility. I'm sure they're desperate at this point because they lost Mary Cosby. They also got rid of Jennie Nguyen. So at this point, they need to replace those women. And the Friend Ofs brought nothing this season. Sorry, Angie. She tried to stir the pot and then they forgot about her for the rest of the season. It just didn't work. It just didn't work. Keena, I was thinking the same thing. Mary does have her moments. Are they iconic? What's iconic from Mary is just Mary's facial expressions, Mary's side little things that she does by herself. So, I mean, the little girl stuff this season with Whitney made me laugh. Okay, little girl. Sit down, little girl. You can leave. Those gave me moments. Darren Hood said I didn't like Angie. Apparently no one. Nikolai said, who's Angie? That says enough. Angie was Lisa Barlow's friend that we saw at the top of the season who was accusing Lisa of trying to sabotage her charity event. The fact that I even remember that. The plug says Whitney is messy. Whitney and Heather are messy, but it was necessary for the show. I'm not going to say that I minded them being messy and stirring the pot this season. I'm not. Jen Shah also was stirring the pot. There were moments during the season that Jen Shah, if you really paid attention, would smile when she would stir the pot. Specifically when we were in Zion. I was like, oh, she doesn't believe what she's saying. Oh, Angie says, I'm so glad you guys appreciate those little moments in my other videos where I posted little clips of Mary. There's a lot going on. That's my favorite. Even when I posted in the video, just know when I'm editing the video, I'm laughing to myself at that video. There's a lot going on. Oh, Mary. We will miss you, Mary. We will miss you. You're a mess and problematic in so many ways, but we will miss you. Okay, guys. As always, here at the channel, I'm always rocking. I literally stopped the show at the beginning so I can go get my coldest water bottle. Always have to have it with me. Keeps my water cold for 36 plus hours. Comes in multiple colors, multiple sizes. And you get a discount of 10% off when you use the discount code KEMP10. Again, KEMP10. More information available in the description of this video. Get your coldest water bottle today. But they don't just have coldest water bottles there. Look, they have other things. Things to hold your coffee. Someone told me that they love the coldest water pillow. I was like, what? They got a pillow? Go to coldest.com. Get something for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, whatever it may be. I'm sure birthdays and anniversaries. Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is right around the corner. I ain't got a Valentine. And stop slipping in my DMs. No. I love it how women still shoot their shot. They know. They're like, I know you're gay, but... What's the but? What's the but? Oh my goodness. Hold on. I missed the super chat. Let me just get this one. Cindy, thank you so much for the super chat. Cindy says, whether the funeral was on Monday or Tuesday, she's allowed to have a mental day before dealing with those ladies. She buried her father, for goodness sake. I agree. That's the one thing I have to defend Meredith on. I don't care about the timeline. She lost her father. If she wanted to be off the rest of the week, I would understand. Especially because being around them, and if she was in that sprinter with them, that would have been a lot. It was a lot to watch. So I don't blame her for needing time, but she posted the receipts. Meredith literally posted the receipt. Maeve Martinez, thank you so much for the super chat. Did we get to the bottom of the mystery of Meredith's weird cleavage in the confessional look? So awful. No, we did not. But I know which one you're talking about. Apparently, that seems to be the big question. Not that, but the question about Seth's obsession with Whitney Rose's breasts. Meredith says it doesn't bother her. Okay. I just thought it was... Seth is weird. He's weird. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. All right, I'm going to drop the call-in link, guys. We are almost at 400 likes. Let's get to 400 likes. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Liking the video is an easy and free way of supporting the channel. And shout out to our Team Kempire and Royal Court members. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, there are a lot of really great perks and new badges coming to our membership. So head on over to teamkempire.com and join our Texan community. That's where you're able to drop me tea. That's where I drop tea. That's where I let you know when we're going live, what we're doing, if there's an update, something that you're missing. Breaking news like Rihanna's pregnant. Congratulations to Rihanna. Be sure to check out that video for more details on that. That's available at the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. Let me drop the call-in link right now. There we go. There we go. Because I know you guys have a... Lord, I talked for an hour. Why didn't you guys shut me up? Why didn't you guys shut me up? I talked for an hour. Again, guys, just a reminder for those that are calling in, no profanity. Please, no insults to groups of people. Please. I want to keep allowing you guys to call in, but if we have that, I'm going to have to stop having people call in, and I don't want to do that. I love having these conversations with you guys. We have some of the best and most intelligent conversations in this community. Let's continue that. Okay? All right. All right. Mel is backstage. I'm going to bring you up, Mel. 1 second. Let me just turn this on. There we go. All right. What's going on, Mel?
Hey, happy Monday. How you doing?
Not bad. How are you?
Doing pretty good. I'm watching the show, enjoying the recap as always.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome, sir. You know what I was going to say, too? You said people jumping in your DMs. I'm not surprised. You're modeling all the clothes on your YouTube. Come on now. They're like, wait a minute, I'm seeing the figure. I'm seeing cake. I'm seeing things. Okay. So they try and jump into the DM. All right. So now with Miss Lisa, I don't have much to say. All I'll just say is that it was a shock. I mean, I saw the preview, but as a viewer, I was totally shocked how she went there, because I'm thinking they are friends. So I'm confused if it, like Nene and other girls have said before, we were friends, we were acquaintances. So I'm getting Lisa Rinna, I'm getting Garcelle, that kind of vibe, where you sort of have a long history of doing dinners and having events together, but maybe not really intimately friends, because they have a lot of issues these past 2 seasons. And so for her to turn and get so dark and go so venomous. And I want to say this too. Now, I'm not being shady. I'm thinking, she said, well, you sleep with half in New York. I'm saying, well, is that a bad thing? I mean, I'm joking about that. I'm joking. I'm joking. Listen, I'm a single black man, gay man in New York City. I don't think it's a bad thing. But yeah, joking. But Samantha vibes. But yeah, I'm just thinking, you know what? She just went low, and I think it might be interesting season 3 to see that play out. If they hold on to it, if they can really stay in that vibration, where they can really try to, not sleep under the rug, maybe really sort of, see why they have these issues, because it just seemed a little like schizophrenic in that moment for them to be at the table and for her to go totally crazy in the bathroom. So maybe we'll get a secret episode where we see more at the dinner, possibly after the reunion, but that's just my take. But it was good, and it was shocking. She went in, and Meredith, I think she was talking to Andy, she was still mad. She said, listen, we had the reunion and she was mad. So the girls are doing a good job. That's all I can say. I'm excited because I got something new to watch. They're doing a good job.
Definitely. Mel, thank you so much for calling in. Have a great evening. Wow, Mel was gone. All right, guys, we're going to take some more callers. If you haven't liked the video already, be sure to like the video. We have almost 850 people in the room. Be sure to like the video. And Nikolai, we're going to bring you up. What's going on, Nikolai?
Hey, what's going on, Kempire? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm driving to get my haircut now. I'm trying to look for this place. So I just have a couple of quick comments. With Mary, I love Mary and I'm going to miss her. And in hindsight, we all know that she was clearly right to not be fooling with Jennie this whole time. But even in the moment when Jennie asked about her granddaddy, she just got all defensive and walked away. But that's not a Jennie thing. Mary's just been like that. So I think with that, her missing the reunion, if they bring her back, they should bring her back as a friend of, with that title and with that, well, I guess not the pay because they're all only getting friend of pay. but I don't think she deserves to be a housewife. But I would like to see her back for sure.
Okay. All right.
And then
Nikolai,
I'm super late to the party, but I want to make a comment of Meredith's outfit really quick. Can you bring up that picture for me?
which one?
Meredith's
Nikolai?
outfit
Which
for the reunion.
one? Oh, from the reunion.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see Meredith.
I'm super late to that party. Like, I keep missing live. This is only my second Monday off since Halloween. So with this outfit, I actually genuinely like this base of this outfit. We can all agree the tailoring is horrible, but I feel like if the top was fit right, and since it's custom, if they did like her skin tone nude mesh instead of black, and maybe like had it rhinestoned, and then if they went like a bell bottom instead of those awful pants, they should have I would have did a cigarette pant or a boot cut that started like mid calf or just under the calf. That would completely save that outfit.
So you just basically went entirely different outfit.
No. Just like a nude mesh instead of black mesh, and like a boot cut instead of bell bottoms, and clearly a different tailor.
The tailor was Brooks Marks.
Was it?
Allegedly.
Was this his first outfit? Was this his first time tailoring? I know it's his first design, and the other one, that last outfit he sold that man.
Well, I don't know. Anyways, Nikolai, I appreciate you calling in.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a good one. I'll talk to you later.
You too.
Bye.
Let me take this god awful picture down. All right, let's see. Stephanie, I'm going to bring you up. What's going on, Stephanie?
Hey, Kempire. How are you?
Oh, well, how are you?
Good. Okay, very quickly. The things that stuck out to me this episode was I was really, I don't know, I guess I was offended from Meredith that Whitney would even actually ask her if her memorial for her father was real. Like, I know this is supposed to be entertaining, but there are some things that should not even come out of your mouth. And the way she asked her as if Meredith owed anyone an explanation, whether it happened on Monday or Tuesday, the woman was grieving and she could have got the days mixed up, or like Meredith said on Watch What Happens Live, is she never told Lisa that it was on Tuesday. And if you watch the clip, you see Lisa just talking to the phone and said, okay, I'm going to let you go. I know you're with your family. She never said, you never heard Meredith say, hey, I'm in my memorial service, so I can't talk. It was Lisa saying that. So Lisa probably got the days confused.
Yeah.
The next thing was, I loved when Mary told Whitney no to the blankets. That was so funny to me. I don't know. Mary is, I mean, I'm not a Mary fan, and I'm not a Mary fan. She's just middle of the road for me, but she just makes me laugh. I think the whole thing with Mary saying something to Heather about not having a husband, because I also watched the after show. I think she was saying that basically Heather was saying, oh, Jenny's husband paid for this, so she deserves to be here. And I think Mary was trying to say is like, so who cares? Like, her husband paid for it. You don't have a husband. You should be here also. So it doesn't matter that her husband paid for it.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling her. And I just didn't understand how one woman can question another grown woman about not wanting to be friends with another woman. That blew my mind. I'm like, this is not real. This is not how people act in real life. You would never ask another person, why don't you want to be her friend? And why are you so mean to her? No, you need to tell us why you don't want to be her friend. I'm like, these people are crazy. Lisa is a snake.
Oh,
Lisa is the type of person who you're friends with, and if you fall into a rough patch with them, or you're not friends anymore, she's going to tell all your business, which means Lisa was never Meredith's friend. I think they had stuff in common and they used to go out on double dates, but I think Meredith considered Lisa a friend. That's why Meredith is so upset that Lisa just jumped up Jen's behind last season after knowing everything Jen said about her son and whatever. that's why I think that's why Meredith is so irate, because it actually hurts, because she considered Lisa a friend. Lisa is the fakest person in the room, so for her to call anyone fake was laughable. But that was my take. It was a great episode. I can't watch the show with Jennie anymore. I just, every time she comes across the screen, I get like, I know my blood pressure goes up. But I guess we got one more season. One more episode, and I guess 2 episodes of the reunion. I guess I have to do it.
Let's hope it's only 2 episodes of the reunion. Thank you so much for calling in, Stephanie. All right, we're going to take some more callers, guys. If you haven't liked the video already, be sure to like the video. Subscribe to the channel. The road to 100,000 subscribers is right around the corner. I know a lot of you watch but are not subscribed. So get subscribed so we can have some more fun here on the channel. Come on. All right, Tawana, I'm going to bring you up. What's going on, Tawana?
Hi, Kim.
How are you?
I'm doing great. So I just want to say I really like this episode, but I feel like the other girls are mad at Meredith I feel like they want everyone to not be friends with Mary, and they're mad at Meredith that she won't jump on the Mary hate train. And Whitney, I used to like her last season. I'm starting not to like her this season. She reminds me of Lisa Rinna. Like, she has nothing interesting going on in her real life, so she turns into Nancy Drew and just poking like everyone else's lives and cause a bunch of drama. And this is the real housewife. Like, this isn't Girl Scouts of America. Everybody doesn't have to be friends. Everybody doesn't have to like each other and hold hands. Like, if I don't like you, I don't like you. And you know Mary doesn't like the girl. So why would you ask her at the dinner, do you like Jennie? You know she don't like Jennie. Every time she's on camera, she says she doesn't like Jennie. Why would you ask her that? You just wanted to start some mess.
Yeah. Look, yeah. Tawana, go ahead.
Oh, one more thing. I'm truly gonna miss Mary. She reminds me of Candace. Like, their reads are like so detailed that nobody. It's like, what? You reading her because of that? You like the thing about the Taco Bell? Like, who would read somebody about eating Taco Bell besides Mary Cosby? But I'm truly gonna miss her. This episode was pretty good. Whitney, I don't know. But thank you so much.
Of course, thank you for calling in. Yeah, damn. Rosemary says, Lisa's way. Look, that I'm literally watching the episode and I'm like, whose back do I have on this one? Because I feel like everybody. Jen Shaw, maybe? No, you're stealing from elderly people. Heather, I don't know about you anymore. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Let's take some more callers. Janelle, what's going on?
Bonjour, honey.
How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
You know what? When you were doing your impersonation of Lisa, I said I don't think anybody can do like her accent. Her accent is like a mix between like New York City and the Valley. Like, I don't know how you can I don't know how anyone could do that.
I know someone that has. I can't remember her name. She's a comedian, and she's able to do it. And I'm like, wow, I wish I could do that.
Oh my God, we need to see that. You need to make a video with her. I need to see that. Oh my God. Well, I agree with what everyone has already said, so I'm not going to reiterate that. I do feel sorry for Meredith though, because I feel like they're just ganging up on her and just like, and look, listen, Meredith is not the most likable person on the show. I am not giving her kudos on personality. Like, I'll give her kudos on sometimes fashion when it's non-feathery, but
non-feathery.
Yeah, well, no, her blazers are amazing when there's no feathers. Okay, let's keep it all the way real. But I think it's foul that they're like, oh, your father's memorial was fake, and you call the feds on Jen. Girl, bye. The producers planted that idea onto your heads because y'all can't be thinking that far in advance. Child, please, like, get over yourselves, get your own storyline, and leave Meredith alone. I can't believe I'm defending Meredith. And then also, listen, Lisa during the hot mic moment, that was the most authentic we have seen Lisa. Okay. Because every time she cries, I said, where are her tears? I mean, I'm not just literally. I said one time in the live chat, I said the only thing I want for Christmas is for real tears to fall from Lisa Barlow's eyes. Okay, where are the tears? None. Okay, and then also Mary Cosby. Mary Cosby. I'm gonna miss her in the sense where I like her faces. Like I feel like she gives good facial expressions, but I am not going to miss her ignorance. I'm not going to miss the cartel comment and the eyes comment. I'm not going to go with full description of what she said. I will not miss that. Jennie bye. Because who cares about her? Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to say before I forget. I can't believe I forgot it while I was on this damn thing. I'm sorry. Now I can't remember. I said, how can Meredith sleep with half of New York when she got competition like Luann, Sonia, and Ramona? Okay, that like how with them man eaters, she won't be able to do any of that. So she can't sleep with half of New York with those ladies in the city. Okay, and if she slept with half of New York, well then she needs to bring me along because a woman got needs to. So boom, that's all I'm gonna say. Bye, Kempire.
Bye. A mess. All right, y'all. It's dinner time. You know what the warning. It's dinner time. Daphne, I'm going to bring you up for a quick comment. What's going on, Daphne?
Hey, Kempire. No, a long time no speak, but I'll be quick so you can eat.
Thank you.
With Lisa and Meredith, the whole thing was just so sad. It was just so sad to see everything. But I don't know if everyone recalls last season when Lisa said to Whitney something in the context of, well, you don't want to paint me in a bad light because you don't paint me in a bad light because you don't want me to come back and paint you in a bad one. And I remembered that when she had that hot mic moment, I said, that's exactly what she was talking about. She was ready to go off and shots fired big time.
Yep.
And I do like Mary and her kooky self, but I was really happy Heather kind of stood up for herself because Mary's jabs can be quite hurtful, and I could understand if someone's coming at you that hard and you want to go back, but a lot of times they're not coming at Mary that hard and she just shoots off stuff. So it was good to see Heather stand up for herself. And I did get annoyed with the whole memorial thing. Like, give it a break. I just lost my dad 2 months ago. And if someone thank you. If someone came at me and said, oh, well, was it real? I'd probably lose it. And I try to stay calm. And last thing, Mary, I know you were saying earlier, Mary's son, there's something off. I feel so bad for him because I can't imagine. I have a son around his age. I can't imagine growing up with the stigma and everything, and also being a minority. We don't know what that's like in Utah. So I can't imagine what kind of, even though they are affluent, but what he went through as a little kid and everything. So, my heart goes out to him. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Daphne. Have a good night. Oops, sorry. Yolissa, I'm going to bring up for a quick comment. We have 5 people backstage. All the comments are going to be quick. And when I cut you off, I will literally cut you off. It's dinner time. You know how I am. I am candy like when I'm hungry. Just saying. Guys, if you're just joining us, this is our Real Housewives of Salt Lake City recap. We're already over an hour and 15 minutes, and we have over 900 people watching. Be sure to like the video if you haven't liked it already. If you're watching the replay of this, let me know your thoughts on the latest episode of Salt Lake City. All right, Yolissa, what's going on?
OMG, what's up? Hey, Kempire.
Hello.
I'm coming through from South Africa. It's like 2 a.m. I'm so happy I'm here right now. Oh my
Wow,
God.
you sound so awake.
You know what? I have to stay up to catch all of this that you serve. It's amazing. But you know what? Like I really love Mary. I just feel like people don't have the time to understand her. and her defense mechanisms are so strong. So whenever anyone has something to say about her, she has to like bite, because I think she's so delicate inside. And there's obviously so much that we can all like, you know, throw stones at. There's so much about her and her life. And I think that's what a lot of the other women are missing, just like life. Like, can someone give some life? Like, anyone, please? And Heather and Whitney, they're just thirsty for, who knows, they're all of the women just feel like pick me's, like pick me, like, oh my gosh, guys, be friends with me, like what can I do, can I do anything at all, let me throw gifts at everyone, like anyone be my friend. Like the way they run after each other and they crying, it's like, what is going on? And they throwing all of these projections, and they don't realize that everything they're shouting about is them speaking to themselves, and it's just childish of all of them. And Mary is just the tallest tree, so it's easy for them to go for her. Ugh, I can say so much, but I'm just so excited. But anyway, I'm just here for Mary. But if she could just have a backbone, if all of them could have a backbone and actually follow through. Whitney doesn't follow through. Like she's like, oh well, did you really go to that memorial? And then she just sat back down like, oh, like a wimpy kid. Like actually, like have it, like say what you mean, girl. Everyone.
Wow. Yolissa just read y'all for Phil. Yolissa, thank you so much for staying up so late in South Africa. We appreciate you.
Love.
Bye-bye. All right, guys, let me just say thank you. RL, thank you so much for the super chat. RL says, disgusted by Lisa, shaking my head. Damn. Kiana, thank you so much for the super chat. Kiana says, I'm still confused at why they are mad at Meredith. What did she do wrong? I think what they're saying is that Meredith seems to never hold Mary Cosby accountable for some of the things that she says, but she does it for other people. I think that's what they're trying to say. But at the same time, it's like, just because you do it doesn't mean that I have to do it. I'm not a big Meredith fan either, but based on everyone else, I feel like she's probably the least problematic. Just saying. All right, let's take some more callers. In my opinion, I'm going to bring you up for a quick comment. What's going on in my opinion?
Hi, Kempire. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Okay, I'm gonna make it real quick so you can go eat your din. I was a little confused. Why are we calling Meredith out and we're not calling Jen out? Because when she got off the Sprinter bus, didn't she say her husband was bleeding or something in the hospital?
Internal bleeding.
So why are we not bringing that up? If we're talking about people that lied, why are we not bringing that up? We supposed to give her a pass because she done stole the old people money? Like, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. Mary has been through a lot in her life. And I think what she's doing is she just doesn't, if she doesn't like you, she doesn't like you. And that's how all people should be. If you don't like me, get the fuck away from, oh, I'm sorry. Don't be around me. You know what I'm saying? Like, people should really speak their mind, then you don't get no lines blurred. But that's the problem with these housewives, these newer housewives. They don't understand. You don't all have to be friends. You know what I'm saying? You just have to be able to work with each other. Yeah. You don't have to be friends. Like, if I don't like somebody, I shouldn't have to be made to be their friend just because I don't like them.
And Mary Cosby said that at the table. She said, none of us are friends.
Right. And so this is the thing. Like, y'all have been knowing each other for years and years. Like, this is not like something that's been a big friendship for all this time. And now Mary's changing on you. Like, she really doesn't know this lady. And now that we see what happened, do you blame her? Like, maybe she saw this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't see what happens behind the scenes. Maybe she saw some of this.
You never know.
But, I love you, Kempire. You keep doing you.
Thank you.
And thank you for keeping your foot on the neck.
Thank you so much for calling in. Have a great night.
Okay, you too.
Bye. All right. We're going to take a couple more callers, guys. Adam and Cabana Bowl. I'm going to get your quick comments. What's going on, Adam?
Hi, Kempire. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. So I didn't really want to continue watching this franchise, but I saw some clips on the Instagram algorithm and I was like, okay, I'll just mute Jennie when I have to see her, blah, blah, blah. Whitney is just classless. She's just classless. To go on and on, she kind of reminds me of Taylor from Beverly Hills. She's just a lapdog. She just goes on, and it's the same with Heather, but not as much. She's a little mare. But I think it's just such a classless thing. Meredith, went through that, and the whole thing as well with the other callers have been mentioned about the whole gang up on Mary and Meredith. There's nothing about for one who recently got cut, and they're not focusing on her. But I did see the preview for the next episode. I don't know if you got to see it.
Yes.
But, Meredith is dragging Whitney to pieces, and she so deserves it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we love to see it. But
we love to see it.
But I hope you have a good one, and catch you on Thursday for Orange County.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Oop. All right, Cabana Bowl, I'm going to bring you up in just a second. Guys, just a reminder, don't forget to check out the description of this video for more information on our social media, when we are live tweeting, when we are live on TikTok. We have live watch parties there. Be sure to follow me at TheKempire TikTok. Be sure to keep tapping your screens. Thank you for being here as well, for watching from behind the scenes. And be sure to follow the backup page on TikTok at Kempire Daily as well. All right, Cabana, you're going to close this out. What's your comment on this episode?
Hey, Kempire, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yep. Hi, it's Taiwo calling from Amsterdam. How are you?
I'm well. How are you today?
I'm good. I just wanted to say, I know you love Heather, but I was really disappointed with Heather this episode. Like, she really just turned me off, because it's like it was a complete 360. I didn't like her questioning and her wondering why Mary didn't want to be friends with Jennie. It was just completely weird to me. And her relationship with Lisa is very snake mode. I'm just not getting it. I'm not feeling the energy. However, this episode, I really honestly loved Meredith and Mary. They really had each other's back, and rightly so. So, I'll end it on a positive note. I'm going to miss Mary, because I felt like people don't get a chance to understand her. They just want to attack her. And I don't understand why. She's not perfect. I understand that. But at the same time, just give her a try sometimes. And same thing with Meredith. She just lost her dad. Like, her mind is not she's still hurting every day, and I feel like they're being insensitive. And I've just lost a lot of respect for Whitney and Heather. This episode, I could care less about them moving forward. It's just, there's a plan that they're trying to do. They're trying to be sneaky and trying to make a moment, but you really can't make a moment when somebody's family member has died. It really just hurt my feelings that Heather went to that point, and I was just disappointed in her, because she's made me laugh and everything. But this episode, Heather, I could care less about her right now, because it just really disappointed me, because I didn't understand her motive of doing it. And for her taking Jennie's back, it's just too childish. It's like, come on, guys, eat your Cabana Bowl and like leave it and just go. It was just too much. At this point, I almost like Jen Shaw this episode, because her makeup was at least nice. But it just really hurt my feelings that Meredith lost her family member, and they're questioning to see if it really happened. Like, why don't you ask her how she's doing first before you wonder if it was on Monday or Tuesday? Like, come on, have a heart. So, I will see if I will watch it for next season. I'm not sure, because I really like Mary, but I may watch it just for Meredith, because I feel like she's a classy housewife. She takes everything in stride, and she's very honest. She tries to be honest with as much as possible. That the issue is nobody's listening to each other. So it's just. We'll see what next episode holds for us. But yeah, just wanted to say greetings from Amsterdam, and talk to you soon.
You too. Have a great night.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Oh, to be back in Amsterdam. It's late there too. I appreciate all of you that are watching around the world, and it's late where you are, or very, very early where you are. We appreciate you watching our weekly recap of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Next week is the season finale. It has to be the season finale. There's no way they are going past 20 episodes in a season. Of course, they have their reunion. We don't know yet. I haven't seen anything yet on how many parts the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion for their season 2 is. But Mary Cosby, as I said to you before, is not there. So I'm not holding out for this being a great reunion, although they will be talking about her. Mary, you should have showed up for the reunion. Damn it. Even if you didn't come back for season 3, it would have been at least we would have had some closure. Either way, guys, let's continue the conversation in the comment section. Thank you to everyone that called in. Thank you to everyone that is a part of our Team Kempire and Royal Court membership. Head on over to teamkempire.com for more details on how you can support the channel. Thank you to everyone that sent in a super chat. We appreciate you supporting the channel. You keep the lights on here. All the lights. Look, all the lights. Thank you to our moderators, guys. Don't forget to show some love to the moderators. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you guys later. It's time to eat. It's time to eat. Let's get out of here. Have a good night.
You mess this up like you always do. You want me back, but I'm through with you. You say, I'm so sorry, didn't mean to. You still love me, tell me, girl, can we work this out? And I know nothing's changed, still the same. I'm so done and I'm tired of this back and forth. Now you're in my head and in my bed, telling me it's over 'cause I'm not enough. You need more than my love as I watch you walk away. But tomorrow you'll say, I'm so sorry, didn't mean to. You still love me, tell me, girl, can we work this out? And I know nothing's changed, still the same. I'm so done and I'm tired of this back and forth. Back and forth. Back and same old thing. I know you won't change, but tomorrow